Salvete Omnes. Nomen mihi canacus. Thank you for joining me for another episode of the World's Worst Walkthrough. We've got some eager young adventurers there. Let's come back here and talk to Norworth. Good. Thin out the cult's followers, and the cult itself becomes weaker. But now for something a bit different. How are your hunting skills, Pessimus? Not sure what my hunting skills have to do with fighting orcs and cultists. Sorry, I'm not making myself clear. But really, you shouldn't be talking to me about this. Speak with Ganlin the Fleet. She'll explain everything. I'll go find out what she wants. Alright, so we'll talk to Ganlin. I've hunted this valley for many years, adventurer. I've slain countless spiders and harvested their silk. I've claimed bear pelt. I've cleaned bear pelt beyond counting. Yet for the first time, I must ask for help in killing an animal. The cult of evil chaos has trapped a powerful beast. They want to tame it and make it part of their army. They must not succeed. Why do you need my help? I'm no animal expert. And I am not an expert on slaying men. The cult of evil chaos has walled off the beast's den and brought in men and hobgoblins to try and tame it. An adventurer is needed for this, not a hunter who is an expert in the ways of forest animals. What kind of animal are we talking about here? A dragon? I bet it's a dragon. No, not so fast. Little one, a dragon would devour you in a single gulp. And a dragon would find the caves of chaos a tight fit indeed. Have you seen them? They're tiny. But the dragons? No. Okay. The caves. No, this is not a mighty dragon, but rather some forest creature. It's lived in that cave for years, hunting only at night. I have my suspicions about the beast, but even so, I'm not certain. Just expect something large and very fierce. Tell me where to find the beast. The beast's lair has been shunned for years, long before the cult of evil chaos arrived. None wish to become the beast's prey, you see, so the locals have always avoided the area. Go to the shunned cave in the caves of chaos. Once there, kill the beast before the cult can make it into their weapon. I go to the shunned cavern and destroy the beast. Alright. So, this is another one that has a big optional section that I don't ever do, but we'll give it a try. So, once again, go out in this same direction. This is where Featherfall come in very, very handy. There is a way to get here without needing Featherfall, but Featherfall is definitely going to be the fastest way to get there. Alright, since I'm on a horse, I can outrun those goblin riders. So we're just following the same path. Oh, excuse me for yawning. Okay, so there's some gnolls here. Let's kill them so they don't get in my way while I'm explaining what I'm doing. Okay, so the cave is right down here. Okay, it's right above this waterfall. You can see in front of me this path up. What I would normally do, personally, not everybody does this, is for a lot of people, this is the last quest that they do. I usually run from the kobold cave and just come straight up here. That's how I normally get there. Okay, so shunned cavern. Get Illyri out. Now, at some point, I'm going to run out of Illyris. Dryad. Alright, so this Illyri still has 45 minutes, and this one I've got going, so I'm good for a little while longer yet. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take out these goblins.
Something large and dangerous has lived in this cave for some time. But the flicker of torchlight ahead suggests that there have been some more recent.
Okay, so the optional area is down this way. I'm going to do that after I finish the quest. So I'm going to do the quest first, and then I'm going to go through and do the optional. So I never do this part. I've never seen anybody do it in a pug. You certainly can do it, but I don't know that it's worth it. But let's do the actual quest first, and then if you want to just turn off the video after that and not see the optional, you can. So just take these guys out. Okay, I usually come down and go ahead and kill these 5 goblins. We can't get through this door yet. We have to fight some more monsters before we get there. O'Leary's not on attack. Come on, O'Leary. Let's go. Oh, I also haven't gotten out my wolf pup all this time. I'm an idiot. Again, the wolf is not like the most powerful thing in the world, but it can draw aggro and give me sneak attack bonuses. So, all right, so we're going to pull this lever
The cult of evil chaos has set up camp in this cave.
and take out these cultists. All right, sometimes there's a collectible here, sometimes not. I believe there's some more goblins behind this door. Alright, come through this door. Once you go through the door on the left after coming in the entrance, this quest is very, very linear. You can't really progress until you come up this way and pull this lever. So you don't really have many options of where else to go. So there's a rest shrine here. Sometimes there's a collectible on that table. Here's a bear trap. I'm going to disable it. That's going to give me a small bonus. So you can see I have the tamper bonus. So that's an extra 10% to my XP. And here is the monster. It is an owlbear with a bunch of rats. Now, this owlbear is not going to be too much of a challenge for us here on Elite. He can be very intimidating at high Reaper levels, especially in Epics. Alright, so for me, that is all that I would normally do. This silver ingot allows me to get a sworn silver weapon. So if you want to go ahead to the next video from here, you can. But let's go back and do that optional area. Come back through here. Got a bunch of rats. Again, it's been a very long time since I've done this. Alright, so it looks like we have a swim. So we're going to come down here and swim through here. I don't know what is this way, so we'll go up this way. Alright, so we've got an ooze. I'm going to let them do most of the work on that ooze. Oozes really mess up your weapons. And so I'm going to try to avoid that. These festival coins, this is just a temporary event that's going on right now. Don't worry about those. Okay, so that was an optional there. That was relatively easy. But that obviously wasn't all there was, so there's another way through here. And then it looks like we've got another path underwater to go through. Okay, it says there's a secret door somewhere. There's a secret door here. Alright, I do vaguely remember this, these sarcophagi. It looks like a potential fire trap. Not really sure what the point of this is. Okay, so there's a... Alright, there's spot danger, so I'm going to park my hirelings. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm getting hit there. Alright. So when you search, you get that white line. Okay, and can unlock the chest. There's not going to be named loot in here, and really, the named loot in this level 1 is really not that big of a deal. It's not worth farming out for the most part, except for those expeditious retreat boots. I think this is just to come in and get breakables. I really don't know. I'm not seeing any optionals for doing anything in here. That doesn't mean there isn't one. It's entirely possible that the game just doesn't tell you about it. It should, but it's definitely possible that it just doesn't. In my head, I remember doing all these fights, but I couldn't tell you why. Let's go ahead and get my hirelings in here. Get healed if I need it. Another former hero. Okay, I think all that's there is just the chest. We'll break these. You might need to do this to get like conquest bonus or something like that. Again, I never come in here, and I really don't recommend that you do either. All right, so if you look at the map, we've still got. Oh, are there doors here? No. No, there's nothing there. Okay. So it looks like we need to go north, I think. Yeah. Okay, so, nope, nothing north. Alright, so, it looks like that is it. I apologize for not being an expert on this part of things. Again, I never do that part, so it is what it is. Alright, so let's go back in and turn in the quest. Alright, so we've just got 2 more quests to do. It was an owlbear, as I thought, a strange creature, more savage than a normal beast. I am glad we will not see it fighting at the cult's side. Here's your bounty, adventurer, you have done well. Ooh, a curse-spewing scimitar. But what I have, honestly, is better. Charming goggles, a spot. I'm just going to take those so that I can... Ooh, insulated. This is good. Because I do get a lot of... there are a lot of electric, like lightning bolts and things like that. But I think I'll go with Death Block. For my level 4. Okay, so from here, I will say gratias vobis ago. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next time. Si valetis, ego valeo, valete.